how to solve this equation. We have a square root and the square root. So this x is under square root and the square root. And then this x is under cubic root. Right? If we raise both sides by 3, it's going to be troublesome. Raise by square is going to be troublesome. So situation like this, we want to do substitution method. We want to use another variable to substitute such x. In this case, we want to use something cube. Let's call a cube to substitute x, right? In that case, so basically this is equals to 8. Then if we square both sides, right? Let's square both sides. Square both sides, we get a 1 plus. Square both sides, we get rid of this square root sign. So we get a 1 plus square root of 1 plus, well, x is called a cube now. So let's write a cube inside. That equals to 8, right? A lot easier. Looks already. So let's move this 1 to the other side, become a minus 1. Right? Then let's square both sides to get rid of the square root sign. Then we have 1 plus a cube on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, perfect square, which is a squared minus 2a plus 1. Well, let's move everything on the same side. Oh, I think I forgot something. Because I square both sides. When I square both sides, this becomes a square, right? I square this. So I need to square this. So that's why I get a 1 plus square root. I get the inside radicand equals to a squared. Right? This is a squared. So that's a to the 4th power minus 2a squared plus 1. Now let's write everything on the same side. Basically, we move 1 to the other side. We move a cube to the other side. So we get a to the 4th power minus a cube minus 2a squared minus 1 plus 1 equals to 0. All those two is 0. So obviously, a squared is a common factor. So factor out a squared, put a squared minus a minus 2 equals to 0. Wow, this one can be factored. Right, so from here, we get a squared equals 0 by 0 property. And also we get a squared minus a minus 2 can be 0 also. And this one we can factor it as a minus 2 times a plus 1. Because minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. So this is minus 1a. Minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. So this gives us a minus 2 can be 0. And a plus 1 can be 0. So this first one gives us a is a 0. So first one. Second one gives us a equals to 2. And third one gives us a equals to negative 1. So we have 3 solutions for this. Let's go back to check. So 0 to negative 1. So let's see. So a equals to 0 to a negative 1. In that case, x equals to a raised by 3, right? 0 raised by 3 is still 0. 2 raised by 3 is 8. Negative 1 raised by 3 is still negative 1. Well, let's plug in, right? So if x is 0, square root of 1 is 1. Like 1 plus 1, that's 2. So we have square root 2 on this side. If, so the first situation, when a equals to 0, x equals to 0. So get square root 2 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, No, so 0 cannot be a solution. Do you see that? On the right-hand side, we have this cubic root of 0. Cubic root of 0 is 0. So not equal to each other. So this can be solution. So 0, we have to reject. Cannot be a solution. But now let's see -1. So if x is -1, 1 plus -1 is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Right? It's positive 1. So left-hand side, we get 1. On the right-hand side, we have a cubic root of -1, which is a -1. Right? But the left-hand side gives us positive 1. Left-hand side, right-hand side gives us -1. So it cannot be. So it doesn't work. Or last one, let's try 8. So if it's 8, 1 plus 8 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Left-hand side will get 2. Then cubic root of 8 indeed is also 2. So the only solution is 8. Right? So it's important because we've been squaring both sides. Because when we square something, we could square the negative to be positive. So that causes something called extraneous roots, extraneous solution, which means a fake solution. So the only solution for this is a 8.